All right, so for Megan and Shane's social media post, I decided to go ahead and make a little graphic for a post that I think would be good for both their Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts. I really like this post because it has Megan and Shane's logo and then times the venue that they'll be playing at with the address, date, and time. I also thought that it would be good to include, just little comments about, where they'll be performing, and, what date and time, those kind of things. Um, so I also included significant hashtags that are specific to like the area. For instance, I did like hashtag Americana in Minnesota, um, and then hashtag Sapsuck Farms, which is where they'll be performing, Yellow Belly Cidery, those kind of things. And then for TikTok, for that third social media platform, I thought they could take this same graphic that I made earlier and then have it be with a bunch of other pictures of them performing. So it's kind of like a slideshow, but on TikTok. So that can generate some steam for them as well. And then using those same kind of hashtags, keywords, those kind of things will get you some steam going on your both your TikTok's accounts and Instagram and Facebook moving forward.
Reddit, you can use the social media post from above. Using these Reddit posts is a very strong marketing tool, as I think Reddit has a large audience. You can use r/folk, r/Americana, and r/Minnesota to either advertise your album or the event itself. YouTube is also a good idea, as you can use the same ideas or same videos from the TikTok, and you can directly target many people in the area and around in YouTube Shorts. You can use the same tags as Instagram and TikTok, and you can make a longer video highlighting your album or um, your show. You can highlight the event location and give them a small taste of the music, like short clips inside the longer video of your album. Either way will work. And you can give a good description of your album or the show. I also suggest using Google Analytics, as you can target specific areas in Minnesota or directly in Mora and around. You can make an ad that will air on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as Google search engine. If someone's looking up shows nearby, it'll pop up and they'll easily be targeted towards your event. I also think creating posters around Mora and outside would be a very good idea and cheap way to advertise, like bars, music locations, and public spots. And yes, that is other marketing ideas.
So I did a lot of research into different stores that you could promote your show either with posters or just word of mouth. I looked specifically into vintage clothing stores and record stores. However, there aren't a whole lot of vintage clothing stores in and around Mora, Minnesota, but thrift stores are the next place. This would be a great place to place posters because it is a good way to connect with the people of the town, and these types of stores will generally attract the targeted audience as well as other people who went to the store and are intrigued by a concert. The first store is called Joanne and Marian's Antiques. They offer antiques and vintage home goods. The next store is called the One More Time store. It is a thrift store that offers everything from clothes to collectibles to basically everything else that you can possibly think of. And the last thrift store is called Heritage Thrift, and it is a thrift store that offers more than just clothes. But this store is super cool because the store itself is a nonprofit that provides adults with disabilities the opportunity to learn job skills. This might be a very cool store that you guys are interested in because I know you guys like helping out the town and supporting local causes. Next, I looked into record stores, and there aren't any record stores in or near Mora. The closest record store is in Minneapolis, which is a bit far for people to travel to just to see a show, but there is a store in Mora called Made of Mora, and it is more of a antique store that sells vintage and collectibles, but they also do sell some records. This is a great place to promote the show because you can specifically target the people who love music as well as antiques, and these people are the ones who would enjoy your music and would like to see the show. The next stores that I found have nothing in common besides the fact that they are all small businesses that have a respect for the arts and the finer things in life. The first store is called the Pine City Scrapbooking Company, and it would be a great place to hang posters and promote the show because they have a boutique-like atmosphere and they keep it fresh with new items. It also might be a cool idea to partner with the store, creating a scrapbook from their materials of either the entire tour itself or just your time in Minnesota. This would be a very cool idea because you would be promoting their store and the store would be promoting you by promoting the show, and hopefully their customers will make a scrapbook of their time at the concert. The next store is called the Potter's Keep. It is a small homemade business that creates beautiful pottery, and people who enjoy making and admiring pottery might also enjoy Americana music. And of course, everyone loves the show. And lastly, the Northern Hollow Winery would be a great place to promote the show because people who like wine and a good time are also the people who would enjoy the show.
So when it came to the Megan and Shane press release for their upcoming visit to Mora, Minnesota, I wanted to let the audience know what kind of band Megan and Shane are. So I included a little bit about their roots, their style, the vulnerability within their lyrics. And I also wanted to include, of course, the date, the time, and the location, links for fans to be able to easily access tickets or information about the band. And I also wanted to encourage them to sign up for the mailing list because I know Megan and Shane said that that's very important. Additionally, I included a reference to their upcoming album in hopes that it might boost pre-sales. When it came to the visuals, I wanted to stick with the kind of the 70s aesthetic they talked about, and I included pictures with the brown and the orange and the yellow tones. I also wanted to use more recent pictures of Megan and Shane so that the audience that's not familiar with them kind of knows what to expect when they go out there. I thought it might be a little odd if they saw Shane with pictures where he is clean shaven or had short hair and then saw his current look on the stage. I was also able to find a font to use that was called Baskerville, which kind of seemed, too good to be true considering that's the couple's last name, so I did use that on the press release as well. And when it comes to the regional radio stations, I wanted to pick a few that had kind of different range, but were kind of within that adult audience that they're looking for. I found one that has a large listenership that has a good reputation with the community. They play a lot of oldies and adult contemporary there. I found another local station that was popular with the Christian and country crowds because I figured they would be into Americana. And then I also was sure to find a local classic rock station with a huge audience and a public access station in the area that I figured would be a good but also inexpensive way to promote word of mouth.
And I wanted to maintain a lot of the characteristics that Megan and Shane have on their website. That being white lettering, keeping the colors, the earth tones, and orange and yellows. So that's what you'll see in the poster here. I decided to create a lake scene due to Minnesota being the land of 10,000 lakes. I thought that was fitting. The information that I put in the poster is the time, date, place, and of course who they are. I made their name the biggest to stand out, and then people can then look them up and it gives them more recognition.